Welcome to the girls. I hope you're ready for another exciting adventure, because my daughter Jeannine over here, since she moved to Florida, has now joined us back on the set to do the show. But you have a lot of exciting things going on in Florida.
I do,
My God,
and I can't wait because I'm working on some shows in Florida, so you're going to have to come down.
Oh, I'll be flying right down. You'll have to get me a special private jet, though.
There you go, for the dog.
That'd be good. Did you hear that, Sam?
So a lot's been happening at Sage Bistro. I'm sure if you follow us on Facebook, we've had a film company reach out to us to do a half-hour episode on the restaurant.
Wait a minute, I could feel your head get bigger and bigger.
No, I'm kind of nervous because you know when you're on this side of it and you know the production part of it and you know your focus. I had a lot of questions for them. Meaning, I'm not allowed to say certain things. There was like a 20-page contract we had to sign, and
oh my goodness!
you can't
so
say
wait, what's
who it
this
is.
Film? It's a
you
film.
can't say who's coming until they actually come and film for the day, and then they say it's going to air on a national syndication across the country, and also on their streaming devices.
Wait, so where are they doing this at your restaurant? Mm-hmm. The Sage Bistro.
They're going to come to the restaurant. They're coming June 15th. If anyone wants to come, fly down and see us. You're more than welcome. June 15th, they'll be there from 11 to 5. They're going to be filming all day, doing interviews with us, talking to Jeff,
Wait
me.
a minute. How about your mother?
Well, come on down. The kids are going to be down. The dog's going to be there. So it's going to be exciting.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But I got to go to the Kennedy Space Center for a chamber event.
I know. The next thing I'm going to hear is that she's probably in the training program, that she's going to fly off to
No,
Mercury.
I'm claustrophobic. Never going in a spaceship. But they just did another crew launch, which is so cool because you can see it from the restaurant.
And what about with the women now? What's going on with the
women?
women?
So they did Women in Space, or a space for women in the program, and they had, I believe, 4 women on the panel, all from NASA, talking about their experience and why it's important for women to be a part of the program. Because now you know in 2027 or 28, they want to put a woman or man on Mars. So that's the next mission.
They have to get to Venus because I think women are from Venus and men are from Mars.
There you go. So maybe they'll put the guy on Mars, but that's the next, that's the next phase. But they asked, one of the questions that they asked one of the women was, why is it important to have women involved in the space program?
Because we know everything.
Hello, but just take tampons, for instance. You know, guys don't know how many tampons a girl needs in a day.
You were cracking me up. They said that there are 2 women going, and the guys were discussing, well, like, how many tampons do you think they're going to, how many days they're going to be gone? And they're like, you think 1,000 will be enough?
1,000 tampons! What are you doing with those tampons? I want to know. 1,000 tampons, there's 2 women. So this is why women need to be involved in the space program.
And this is the other thing, when you're in different gravity, it's like, will they need them?
Or, well, they will need them. But women's health, women's fashion, you never see a woman in the suits because they're all made for men, so they're too big for a woman to walk in them.
Oh.
I've learned a lot from that.
It's like when we did the firemen. We were the firemen for the day.
Engineers.
Yeah.
And women think differently than men.
Absolutely. We think with our whole brain, not just half.
Right. So the whole brain is going to space instead of just half the brain.
Oh yeah, they're going to need to take a lot more stuff because, you know, just for coming to your girlfriend's house, you need 3 bags.
But it's been exciting. And I've had lots of support from here. And I love Pennsylvania. I love Florida.
The restaurant's doing well.
Because it's been like a little piece of Hazleton has come with me to Florida. We've had a lot of visitors.
Well, you know what? Half of this area lives in Florida. During the winter. They're the snowbirds.
They say the Villages is the most popular place to move right now. Florida #1, but in Florida itself is the Villages.
Yeah, and most of the people are from the Hazleton area, cutting them the whole 9 yards. And but now in Florida, with your restaurant, you open for lunch right now.
We open for lunch and dinner. Follow us on Sage Bistro, Cape Canaveral. It's been good. I mean, there's a lot of traffic. Cape Canaveral is now the largest port. It beat out Miami. They're building an aquarium right next to the
I
port
see
now.
your little turtle ring.
I know, my little turtle ring. There's just a lot happening that's super cool. Super cool.
How's Rosie, the little puppy?
Oh, well, right now she's at friends' houses because they're pet watching her in the afternoons. And they sent me a picture. She's sitting on the couch. Their house overlooks the ocean. So you see little Rosie and then just blue.
And the cruise ship.
Yeah. But we have a really good show. We're going to be doing shots, 6 shots. Right?
6 shots, yep, line them up.
Line them up. We're doing 6 shots on the girls when we come back because we have a great guest.
Yeah, my cousin Nadine Marquez Lubrecht, and she's here with telling us some exciting things about her group, 6 Shots, and it's an exciting thing, a new adventure that she has in her life, and so you'll learn all about that. Grab your cup of joe. We'll be right back.
6 shots.
Welcome back to the girls. I am so excited to introduce to you a very, very special cousin of mine. Her name is Nadine Marquez Lubrecht. I have to get the Marquez in there because the Marquez clan is going to be watching.
Absolutely.
And you're the face of the Marquez over here, and a Colombo. But you are amazing, Nadine. You've been just rocking on here with your new group called 6 Shots.
Yes.
And Jeannine was so excited too because we were talking about it the one day, and I said, you know, we should have Nadine come and be a guest on the show because we have so many questions for you about, like, how did all this happen? I mean, you're just going along here, you're a nurse and you're doing all your things, and then all of a sudden this whole new career.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or people think like, okay, this is what I'm going to do for a living and that's it, and then they're stuck. And you can be 20, 30, start a new career at 70 if it's something you really want to do.
Absolutely.
And you decided, and I was shocked. I was like, hey, I didn't know that about our cuz. Like, she likes to play the drums? What? So tell us like how this started.
When did
tell
you
us,
start the drum lessons?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Bring us back.
Okay, so to make a long story short, you both know I played the piano
Right.
for like 20 years. Took off after Margaret Ross on Diamond Avenue. She was a wonderful instructor. Karen Carpenter was my idol. She absolutely was my idol, and a lot of people know her from the Carpenters and singing.
I get
but
the
they didn't
chills.
know that
Loved
she
her.
was like one of the first famous female drummers.
Okay.
She was absolutely amazing. So she was always my idol. I always wanted to play the drums. I liked piano, but it was never my passion. And you know, we come from a very musical background with all of our cousins. So then, Mom and Dad, your uncle and aunt, passed away in 2020, 13 days apart in December of 2020. And I said, that's it. I always wanted to play the drums. I always wanted to start a band, and I'm not waiting anymore. I'm not waiting around because you never know what tomorrow's going to bring,
Right.
and how quickly. So when I was 52, so about 2 years ago, I just woke up one morning and I said to my husband, I want to play the drums and I'm going to take lessons. So he said, okay, and helped me buy my first drum set, which were an electric drum set, and I took lessons off of an excellent instructor. We FaceTimed in Mahanoy City. His name is Derek Seeger, and we started with the rudiments and all the technicalities, and there's a lot to learn. People don't realize how much there is to learn.
Oh yeah, you're not
I
just
do.
with 2 sticks and banging around.
Yeah, there's about 20 different types of sticks, different woods, the gears, and but I picked it up quite easily, quickly, from the piano playing, and then after a couple months, I just said I want to start a band. That's a whole different story too.
So wait, so when you're playing the drums, there's actually music for that, and there's do you hit certain notes and keys, or like
You
what
can
is it
read
called?
music, yes. I mean, you have like your snare drum and your high toms and your low toms and the bass kick, and you can also read music. But because I play piano and I'm used to looking at notes, C, B, D, E, G, it was a little confusing because the notes for the drums, one equals the snare, one equals the high tom. So anymore, I do everything by ear.
okay.
So it's mostly by ear.
Wow.
Everybody in our band pretty much plays by
When do
ear.
the cymbals come in?
The cymbals come. It just depends on the song and the genre of the
Is that
song.
where you put your feeling into it?
Absolutely,
Oh, okay.
absolutely.
I can do that part.
Yeah, there you go. It's fun. You get. It's a good workout. Yes,
Do I look like I'm having a
absolutely.
seizure?
Yeah. Stop it. You're
All right,
scaring
anyway.
me.
So you decide to play the drums. So
Yes.
she's like, she gets the drum set, she gets the drumstick, she's playing the drums. Next thing we know, fast forward how many months later?
Oh gosh, just about
Was
a
it like
couple months.
6?
Let me think.
Did you start jamming with somebody just to
Well,
be?
that's what. No, I was at a 50th birthday party.
That's right.
Our girlfriend asked if, and I saw my longtime neighbor and person I graduated with, Joey Calabrese.
Oh, yeah,
And he
Joey
came up to me.
Calabrese.
I haven't seen him in like 20 years. And he came up to me and he said, "So Nadine, I hear you're playing the drums." And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, I play guitar." He said, "If you ever want to jam, let me know. We'll get together." And I just looked at him. Now, I originally wanted to start an all-girls band, but none of my friends wanted to learn any instruments. So I said to him, I said, "Would you want to start a band?" And he's like, "Okay, but I'm a little rusty." So then I knew Brian Getzey was there, a friend of ours, Brian, who played in a band when he was in high school, and he still plays guitar here and there at home, and a mutual friend, Rick Marcelli, who was also a great drummer. And he was there with his wife, Jessica Getzey, and I went up to Brian real quick, and I said, "Listen, Joey and I are going to start a band. You want to start a band? Like this quick?" He's like, "Why not?" He's like,
How many drinks had each of you had?
and
At
none
the
at this time. None at this time. So we said, so he goes, "Why not?" He goes, "But I'm a little rusty." So I'm like, okay. So then a 75th birthday party was happening at the same time. And Trish Marnell had just left this 50th birthday party. So I ran across the valley to the 75th birthday party. And now Trish has really no musical background, but she was always karaoke.
Yeah.
She sang karaoke like there was no tomorrow, so I saw a lot of potential in her. And I said, "You want to be our lead singer?" She's like, "What?" You know? So
I'm
she's
so
like,
shocked because I know Trish, and Trish doesn't seem like the center of attention type of girl.
"No, she's
with-
not."
not with
She's
that.
not,
Yeah.
and I didn't even know she sang, and I've known her for years.
The alter egos came out.
Yes,
So-
she was a closet singer. You know, really, never.
Closet singer.
And then Joey goes, "I know somebody, you know, who could play bass," and his name is Danny Zayas. He played in another band, Wild Dr. North. So in the beginning, he played for both of us. And then he had to leave. We got somebody else in, Mike Stetz, who helped us out. He was instrumental in getting us going. And then Brian Getzey was so instrumental in helping. He played rhythm guitar in the band, and he was so instrumental in getting us going with our sound. A very big talent. He's amazing. He'd play perfect. We'd all be making mistakes, and he'd play perfect. But in the end, unfortunately, he just didn't have the time.
Yeah.
It's more of a commitment than people think. It's hard work to be in a band. So then Danny said, "I know of a guy that I work with. His name is Carlos Sunkar, and he has an amazing family here in Hazleton. And he played rhythm guitar, and he played for a Metallica tribute band in the Dominican Republic. And he's just a wonderful person, and he's a great addition to the band." So there's the band.
So that's where all the pieces
Okay.
came together.
So you got the band together. You got all these pieces. How do we come up with the name?
Okay, so our first song was, we originally were going to be called A Little Rusty, because that's what everybody
Everyone
said,
said,
because
"Well,
we're
Rusty."
all in our 50s. Carlos is the baby. He's only 49. He'll be 50 this year. But we're all in our 50s.
He's
I'm
the baby.
54. Joey and I graduated together, so you get the gist. And so we were going to be a little rusty. But then we played our first song, which was I Won't Back Down by Tom Petty. And my husband ends up walking down the stairs, because we practiced in my basement.
Right.
And he said, "Well, perhaps if I had 6 shots, you guys would sound better." So then that's where the name 6 Shots came from. It has nothing to do with the number of people in our band, Brian said, "Oh, that has to be our name."
Yeah, I love it.
So
It's catchy.
we came up with 6 Shots, due to my husband pretty much telling us that we sounded awful. Yeah. Yes,
Thanks, buddy.
yes. Thanks a lot.
He's like, you guys suck.
Yeah.
I need to be drunk to listen to you. So it's 6 shots.
Yeah,
We're
absolutely.
like, great. We'll take it.
Well, you have to release all your inhibitions, and everything sounds better.
Yeah.
So, all right, when we come back, we're going to find out where you played your first gig, is it? Mm-hmm. Okay, we have to get the right terminology.
And we're going to hear them
Your
play.
gig.
We're
Yeah.
going to play too.
We'll be right back.
6 shots.
6 shots.
Say that 10 times.
10 times good. 6 shots, 6 shots, 6
That's
shots.
who you were listening to.
Yeah. So again, if you're just tuning in, we're with Nadine Lubrecht, and she started a band in her 50s. She's like, I'm going to learn how to play the guitar. I'm gonna
The
put
guitar?
or the drums. I always say that. I don't know why. The drums.
Maybe because you want to
That's
learn how
okay.
to.
I want to sing.
Oh,
Everyone in my family knows.
no.
I'm
can
a
sing
little
with Trish.
rusty.
She's a little rusty. I think she's tarnished.
Sammy's behind the camera. He said, "That's 10 shots." That's
You
a
know
bottle.
it, Sammy.
But you started the band and you played the guitar, and then what was your first gig, and like how has it progressed since?
Okay, well, our first gig was Mr. and Mrs. Rafali, Joey Calabrese's in-laws, allowed us to play in their backyard. And so that was actually really our first gig, but it wasn't public. We just opened it up to our family and friends, and it went over very well.
Were you nervous?
positively.
Outside with no acoustics.
Horribly nervous. I mean, all of us, and we're just playing in front of our friends and family, and we literally all wanted to vomit. You know how much I love to eat, and I didn't eat all day, and nobody slept, and who had to keep going to the bathroom. So it was just, but you know what? When we found our groove, and people were like, "Oh my gosh, it's like we're seeing a real band." So yeah, thank you. But then kudos has to go out to, I must say, to Nicole Latoff and Dave Latoff.
Okay.
Because Nicole lives close to me.
Okay.
And she came over the one time while we were practicing. And she listened to us and she goes, "Oh my gosh, you guys are like actually really good." So she texted me the one day, she said, "Dave and I want you to play at the MS Latoff Gala that they have every year in November. And they had it at Edgewood after Thanksgiving, and we played for the benefit, and it benefits the muscular sclerosis, for the MS Latoff Foundation, and we played, and a lot of things happened. Sound, Joey's guitar stopped playing. We made a lot of mistakes, but everybody had such a great time. So the next morning, Dave said, "I want you to play again next year."
Wow.
So
So you're
that's how
booked
it
for next.
all. That's how
Isn't
it all
that great? It's
started.
about having a good time, right?
Exactly. And then John Shima. John Shima, kudos to him, because he always said, if you get this band together, you can play, here. Sorry, I almost knocked the table in.
Well, you're a drummer, but
So we played at Edgewood in Sand Springs, and each time there were over 250 people who attended. And music brings people together. There were people there who didn't see each other in such a long time.
I was looking at the video on Facebook,
time.
and you guys are just having a blast. I mean, everybody had so much fun.
So much fun. We do. We really do. The nerves are going down a little bit.
Well, you've been posting your schedule. You're booked like almost every weekend.
Yes.
Let's talk about your schedule here. You're playing at City View Park.
Big opportunity.
Okay.
Jenny Pecora contacted Joey Calabrese and I just the 1 month before we even really started, and she said, "We're thinking of doing like a Music on the Mountain in Hazleton at City View Park, and would you guys be okay to play?" And we're like, "Yeah," thinking it's a little picnic, whatever. We're gonna. Well, Mayor Cassatt then gets in touch with Joey, and we're going to be opening up for a Philadelphia Freedom on June 21st, on
Philadelphia
Friday,
Freedom.
June 21st, and we just were like, whoa, that's a great opportunity. So we are super excited about that.
You're going to be You're going to be going on the road.
Yeah, no.
So first it was, let's get this band together and play once every other month, right?
Yes.
We were talking before,
Yeah.
so like once every other month. And now your schedules are just,
We're getting a lot of invitations.
and
to
you
come
all
and
have
play.
full-time jobs
We
and
all have full-time jobs.
responsibilities.
Yeah, who's an engineer? Joey's an engineer. I'm an RN. Trish is a teacher working an administrative job now. Danny's actually retired. And Carlos has a full-time job at AutoZone. It's crazy.
Who
Yeah.
keeps track of all this schedule?
I was just going to say, so who's like the manager of everything? Who takes the bookings and sets everything up?
Yeah, I pretty much do the Facebook page. Danny helps me with that. Joey helps with T-shirts. His shout out to his nephew TJ. We also have a Rich Lipshaw who is interested in making the T-shirts for 6 Shots. They're pretty cool. I got business cards. I just keep passing them out, and
So how would people get in touch with you if they wanted to book you?
they can call my cell phone, or they could go on our Facebook page.
Okay, your
We
Facebook
have
page
Six
is what?
Shots
6 Shots.
in Pennsylvania. So we have a Facebook page. Also my cell phone, 570-401-9958.
And do you play for like anything?
Yes, we do benefits. We play outside. We're doing a night under the stars, June 14th.
Oh, nice.
Which is a community benefit. Danielle Mattarella asked us to do that. We would like to do more benefits. We just don't have the time. Whose sons or daughters are going off to college in
Right.
September? You know, people have family life. Again, we're in our 50s. It's a lot of work setting up, tearing down.
Well, now you need a crew.
It's,
You need a crew.
Yes, you're on your hands, your knees. You know, because people go, "Oh, somebody set your drums up for you." I go, "No, we're all responsible for setting up our equipment, and we all help each other."
And you have a backdrop and
We
everything.
have a
so
backdrop.
that-
Got that off of Amazon.
That's so great.
It's just really fun. It's just been, and we're doing what we love.
Yeah.
We're doing what we love. It's not a whim. We're very passionate about it. We love music and we just want to entertain. And like I said, if there's something you ever want to do later in life, the time to do it is now. Because
Where do you see
I
yourself
second
going
that.
with this? What, do you have like a goal that you're trying to set, or is you just going with the flow?
we're going with the flow, but our goal is to expand our playing area. Right now, we're within the confines of Luzerne County, Drums, Hazelton. We're playing the night before Thanksgiving at Towers in Fern Glen. So, but we'd like to go maybe to different counties, Lackawanna,
Bloomsburg
Schuylkill, Bloomsburg Fair, Music Fest, wherever the wind takes us. If we're able to do it,
Nashville.
Where? So what kind of music do you play?
we play all genres,
Okay.
believe it or not, because every person in the band likes something different. So we span decades. We go anywhere from the Beatles to Journey to Judas Priest, the Bangles, Tom Petty, the Outfield, Billy Joel. Seriously, everything and anything, and we play upbeat music to dance to. We want people to have fun. We want people to enjoy themselves.
What's your son think about this?
At first, he was a little, I think, weirded out by it. Like, my mom's playing the drums. Everybody thought it was for him, like, oh, we hear your son playing in the basement. He's like, that's my mom. But now he loves it. He's having a great time with it. His
got a
friends
cool
love
mom.
it. His friends, they come, they support us. We have so much support.
How about your sister Jackie?
Oh, she loves it. She wants to be a member. She would love to be a
There
member.
you go,
She
because-
just doesn't have the time, though.
Can I
She-
try out to sing when I'm here?
Absolutely. Come and sing
Honorary
with us.
bad singer.
No.
10 shots.
No.
I can wear a shirt. I could say 10 shots.
We have to get you a shirt.
There you go.
Just don't give her a microphone.
There you go.
That would be the
We'll
greatest.
just
Don't turn it on.
She could be your manager.
Absolutely.
Very good. Well, we're
100%.
excited to have you on. And like you said, you're never too old to start a new dream, right?
Never.
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 You got a good workout.
Oh, it is more of a workout. It's like the next day. It's like I have to chill. It's like running a marathon
Right.
the day before.
Right.
It's a lot of work, but we love it. That's the thing. We love doing what we do.
Well, I
And
bet your mom and dad are just like glowing
They're
out there
dancing.
and they're dancing because your dad loved to dance. I know he
they
would always
they
grab
both
everybody.
love to dance. They both music. Mom played the piano. She loved it. And if you have time, I have some thank yous.
Go for it.
Go for it.
First of all, we like to thank Six Shots. We'd love to thank our family, our friends. We love it. Also, a lot of bands out there. Ostrich Hat with Adam Arlotto, Jeff Bonomo. They actually came to our house to help us with sound. Toolshed Jack, every member gave us a lot of information with Greg Semenko. He also helped us with our sound. Mountain Grow Outlaws, everybody in there, Greg Todd at Crow, you know who you are. You're always so supportive. Ricky and the Ricardos with Tom Bartasevich, he helped me so much. Mike Babcock, Keith Collins from Hooligan, they helped me so much with drumming and all the gear and the knowledge and the education. Again, Derek Seeger, my teacher. Mystery City, very supportive people in that band. We have so many bands. Again, TJ, Joey's nephew, and Rich Lipshaw for t-shirts. Kenny Moyer from Schuylkill Musicians. He wears our T-shirt. He's been so supportive. We've just had, and my husband, my family, the band's family and friends, especially their wives, because we practice every week, and it takes up a time away from them too. And thank you for having me and thinking of us.
Yeah, we can't. Now, don't forget us when you go big time.
Oh, Well,
Because you're going to
Let's-
have to probably write a song for the girls.
okay. Well, we have some writers in Joey Calabrese, Carlos, and Danny. They both have written songs
That's
in
cool.
the past.
Yeah, we'll go big
Yes.
time too. We'll have you sitting on the side playing us in and out.
Anytime.
All right.
Anytime. I would love to.
All right. Well, I'm going to learn how to sing. You can learn how to drum, and we'll be honorary members.
All righty.
10 shots.
That's another girls' show. We could sit here and talk for another 10 hours, I guess, but
Absolutely.
we're going to go have a couple of 6 shots now. We'll see you later.